Hey everyone, it's Christina Wilson. I'm out here poolside enjoying the last few days of summer, and I'm here to give you your back to school pep talk. I want you to remember 3 things. Number 1, be positive. Not everything is going to go the way you think it's going to go. You may have gotten your letter in the mail saying who your teacher is and you're disappointed by that, or you're not in the same class as your friends. Listen, take a minute, have your disappointment moment, murmur and complain, get it all out, and then quickly get over it. Don't keep talking about it. Everyone that asks you, don't keep saying, oh, this is going to be a terrible year and this and that, because you're going to convince yourself of that. And then sure enough, you're going to start believing it, and you're not going to have the best year that you could possibly have. So be positive about it. You're in that room for a reason. Look for the reason that you're in the room. Look for something positive that is going to happen because you're in that room. Maybe there's somebody in the class that you're going to get to know better that it can turn out to be a good friend. Or maybe it's the teacher that you think is not that great that has some kind of information for you or will inspire you in a way that you have never thought of before. So be positive. And that goes for teachers too. I know we're getting our rosters in the mail and seeing what students are in our classrooms and so forth, and there's a temptation in your mind to think, oh, if I could just get this kid out and maybe move this kid around, I'll have the perfect class. Whatever that is, I don't know. But it's really not about you, and you need to think about the big picture. We don't want a bunch of kids that are all the same in the class doing exactly what we want them to do. That's not a challenge. That's not learning at all. Okay, kids are all different, and maybe that kid who's the behavior problem in your class, or the kid that you had a problem with before that you're kind of not looking forward to having them in your class again, they're there for a reason. Okay, maybe it's to show you something about yourself. Maybe it's to teach them something or encourage them in a way that they need, and only you can do that. So let's think about the big picture. Remember, you don't really grow when everything's going your way. You get strong in the challenge. So whether you're a student or a teacher or whatever it is, be positive about it. There's a reason why things are the way they are, and it leads me to my second point. Be positive, and then number 2, get all that you can. This is your education, okay? I know your parents and teachers have told you before, not everybody gets an education. There's people around the world that don't get to go to school, and that might be difficult for you to understand or wrap your brain around because you've always been able to go to school. But here's the thing. It is a privilege. When you study history and you think about the people that were dominant in the land, the way they kept their dominance is to hold other groups of people back. And how they did that was to keep them uneducated, to keep them from learning and growing, because they know if they did that, they would be a threat to them. Okay, so it is a privilege. Get all you can. You're there for a reason. And that teacher, all the teachers that you have, they're there to help you. Ask questions. If you don't understand, keep asking until you know. Now, you can't just have that horrible question that teachers hate. Yes, what is it? I don't understand. What don't you understand? Everything. I mean, you can't say that. Be respectful. Put forth an effort. But don't give up. Get what's yours. Don't worry about what the kid next to you might think, or people are worried that you're holding up the class, asking questions, or what will they think about you. Who cares? You need to get what's yours. Education is power. It's there for you. The teachers are there for you. It's not okay just to be mediocre or just get by when you can be good. Or it's not okay just to be good when you can be great. Put forth the effort. Get all you can out of it. You have to be there anyway. You might as well excel. And lastly, the third point. Be you. Don't try to change yourself, to try to be like anybody else or to fit in. I know the temptation is there to do that. And some of you may be worrying, I wonder if everybody's going to like me. And, you're thinking about that. Well, I'm going to put you at ease. No, everybody's not going to like you. You don't like everybody. Okay? And it's okay. If somebody doesn't like you or they're saying negative things about you, that has nothing to do with you. You are special. You need to know who you are. You need to be confident. You're one of a kind. Think about when you buy something, an artifact or some kind of priceless jewel that's one of a kind. That's a treasure. And that's what you are. You're a treasure. Your gifts, your talents, your personality, the way you are is for a reason. So don't try to be like anybody else. When you get discouraged and people might say something, you might not fit in this group or that group, don't think of it as rejection. Thinking of it as you're getting redirected. Okay, so maybe they don't like you and you go over this way, and maybe somebody else, you're not jiving with somebody over here, they don't like you, go over this way. All those little things that you have to go through is directing you for where you need to be and the people that you need to hang out with. So consider it a blessing. Oh, you don't like me? I don't know how that's possible, but you're lost. I'm going to move on. Okay, so you need to be confident. Be you. You can do everything that's set before you to do. Okay, you can have a great year. You can learn all that you need to learn. We just got finished watching the Olympics last week. Just finished. We're watching the gymnastics team. I think it was Lori Hernandez. They showed a close-up of her face right before she went to do some difficult, I think it was a vault or something, and they showed her mouth the words, "I can do this." And you could be certain that that's not the first time that she said that. She's probably encouraged herself, spoke to herself, "I can do this," throughout her whole training and career to get to that point to win the gold medal. You need to do the same thing. Speak out loud. Be positive. It's scientifically proven that you believe what you hear yourself say more than what you hear anybody else say. So speak positive. You can do this. I'm confident that you can. Believe in yourself. Say it out loud now. I can do this. I am going to have a successful year. Be well.